Me not gentle. The political hot goose. You see, don't for me, you the fry. And for don't for you, the nyaka nyaka. This, not the Hot Goose Network television. Family, me na gentle, the political hot goose. You sit down for me, you the fry, and for don't pay the nyaka nyaka. Today, me family, na February the 1st, na the United States. Oh, February 2nd, 2022. Today, me family, it's been a while, and we Sierra Leoneans, they know they hear me because I dey try for situate myself. Since I come on as Sierra Leone, I get a lot of things them where they do. Now my job, they take a lot of my time. We squeeze me small because they say after God and family, your job come first. So now a lot of issues that don't go on. Where I think say the Hot Goose Network for come put much the and give we own opinion. You where they watch the show, if you they watch now YouTube, I want to let you subscribe, and also I want to let you share the program. You where they watch now Facebook through Hot Goose Network Salon. What I want to let you do now for also follow the page and like the page and also subscribe. President Talk and Obio then do plenty thing them within this shortest possible time, where I think Sierra Leoneans then glad about, Sierra Leoneans then joyous about. Where I got to talk plenty, but then I not go talk and within this short moment where I come talk to Uno. But the only thing where I talk about, when a very much important issue, where I believe say every Sierra Leonean get interest in them, where I believe say the president, if they don't talk him, and then if they continue for do him, now the overhaul of the judiciary, now that country, and now the sanitize where President Talk and Obio don't determine for sanitize the judiciary system, where APC be don't destroy throughout the 11 year of misrule, where APC be don't put into a state of ridicule, wherein entire world be don't provoke and ridicule the judicial system of Sierra Leone. Because the APC government then been believe in bribery. The APC government they not been believe in strong institutions. The APC government they not been believe in making sure that then uphold the values of institutions in another country. But because President Talk and Obio in governance approach, a very strong one of which now for uphold the standards them where we institutions don't get, even where APC, even where they're in opposition. Then they try for blackmail their institutions them because we don't hear them. Even when they don't destroy the judiciary, they don't destroy all the institutions them. They politicize every institution. They make them corrupt entity. Where President Bio come and they clean that mess with the CC, then they still continue trying for blackmail them powerful and credible institutions them. We hold the nation. We hold it. We make Salon forget respect the international arena. One of the institutions where they don't destroy trading are the police. Even in opposition, then they blackmail the police, then they blackmail the Electoral Commission, then they blackmail the same judiciary where President Bio don't cleanse, where President Bio they change and reset the system, wherein even the APC, the SSSF, they don't begin get trust in this judiciary now, because this same judiciary now, it don't give freedom to Paulo tribalistic Conte. This same judiciary now, they don't give freedom to the deputy chairman of APC, whether they call Mikailu Mansare. The same judiciary don't give him justice. We're glad about the entire APC then dance. This same judiciary now, they don't give justice to Cherikoko, when are the deputy leader, when are the leader, the minority leader of parliament, minority opposition leader on a parliament, because it gonna court with President Bio in Peking, and the judiciary under President Tokandu new direction government, then give justice say a right for them a constituency where no go ever happen inside the APC regime. The same judiciary don't give justice to Usman Fode Babalao Yansane, when at the APC the Secretary General Usman Yansane, when at the APC the Secretary General, the same judiciary don't get justice, they don't free from a case where it been where they been sent as ambassador na Ghana. The same system now, they don't make the all don't laugh. Even Yunkela, where APC been destroyed. The same judiciary where President Bio they transform, where President Bio they sanitize. They don't give happiness to the NGC 6% party leader when Kane Kole Yunkela, where we they refer to as the underseller politician. They all don't laugh, they all don't dance, they all don't celebrate about the good job with President Bio they do for sanitize and make the judicial system na salon very sexy and attractive. This is what we want as a nation. This is the reason anytime, even the APC right now, when they get case, now the party right now, when they fet, then they rely on this judiciary. Now they go for let them able get a good job, really get proper justice. And this is the thing we make at the tell when I say President Bio don't do very well in the judicial system. They don't overhaul them, and they continue for overhaul them. You know, this is one of the things that President Bio say. He say, they create a total separation of power. Now, even inside the constitution, where they can with President Bio don't agree, first in history, for let it separate the ministry of justice from the Attorney General's department ministry. This is the thing where no political party, no government ever done that. Now, President Tokandu don't do that because it need a democratic nation. Now, only way Salon they under the covering of a democratic tenant. Now, it will make we enjoy. No wonder we don't get the father of democracy in that country. And President Bio, the show we say, now him bring democracy in Australia, now him bring multi-party in Australia, and it continue for uphold that one day and defend a legacy, so that when it come out, Australians they go not say, oh yes, we don't get a leader, and that leader they nobody no go ever forget him in a hurry for the good things the way they don't do in that country. So, and this same judiciary President Bio don't overhaul. Now the judiciary this. During the past APC regime, anytime where they mention APC, where they've been there, people learn the vex. But I don't want to let anybody vex because Creoma say no watch usai you for them, always watch usai you buck your foot. If you say you're not the vex because when they mention APC in developmental thing the way they not be ever do, meaning how we go know who say we there now. You get for know first who say the country be stand. Before you know, you realize waiting you have been deprived of. Before you realize waiting at the thing the way you be done they miss as a citizen in a country. This is a judiciary under an Eskroma in time where they just grab no more than sack mayor like that. We're not to them vote for him, then sack the Kono mayor, then sack the mayor on Afrita, when I Herbert Williams, when I the young person, because Herbert Williams thief money in Ogi and Eskroma, then grab, then sack the elected vice president, when they don't go through no due process, when the judiciary then behave the way will be very shameful, will make any side you pass, then go question you if now which country you come out. Where you say na salon, they say now una they grab and go sack vice president where you know get nothing, where you know legal, then go to an ECOWAS court, Australia go see disgrace of in kind. These are the judiciary. We don't get some serious issue now. Right now, as we talk, because there was no seriousness in the judiciary. During the APC time, they don't ridicule that country. They don't ridicule that institution. To a certain point, even when they sack Sam Sumana, we see in Australia, where lawyers, then they go, then jump in the street. Then go talk, say, no, this is not right. When at the Bar Association, we see clearly where the APC, they send policeman them. The policeman them go Then beat them lawyer then they with koboko. Then beat them with koboko. Then drop them. Policeman away, some of them, they don't even get back. Then beat lawyer them with koboko, then drop them. So lawyer they not been get no say. That was the state where Sierra Leone been there. Very embarrassing, very disgraceful. But tomorrow, now that video, but I go find that video there. We say them in the beat their lawyer then they. We say them in the disgrace their lawyer then they. We say them in the harass their lawyer then they. We say them in the embarrass their lawyer then they. I go find that video there. I play them. Let people then see. Let people then hear it, so that they not go say not then say. So that nobody not go say gentle don't lie and eskoruma. But everybody know I go find that one day so that I go send her. But today I don't want to be labor on that one day too much. I go bring that fact. Let us show now the video. We said then the beat lawyer they with Koboko because then when they say the law not correct. But however, because of certain people the way they've been there in that country and eskoruma been used them, then go then dispense justice wrongly. There was a serious criminal cartel in Sierra Leone. And that serious criminal cartel, Naim don't create problem in that country. And that is what President Okanubio they can correct. And it don't give we total separation of powers in that country. President Biono one day interfere into the judiciary of Sierra Leone. Anything where the judiciary do, President Bio he no did it. Now the judiciary they do them by themselves. And anything where the executive body they do now, President Bio they do them. And anything where the parliament, where the legislature, where they do, President Bio no get handy. This now the kind president who don't get. Now it don't talk say we forget a judicial week. Because we can see say President Bio can detect say there are cases within that country. People then they way don't go to jail. People then they way in a pandemic road. People then they way in detention. Where they don't they for how many years? They don't one day listen to them case it. So man, from where they go hibam na Pandemba road, in case file self not ever day, they don't lose. And then people then they suffer. So man they suffer unfairly. So man they they suffer unfairly, not to bad, not to for say you know guilty if they go and but in case file not day. So even if they make the whole and guilty, at the end of the day, the crime where he commits, the verdict, the charges the way they forgive him, the jail time the way forgive him, it don't spend it don't spend more jail time than how if we don't take, if they don't convict him already. That case filed on law. So the institution when at the judiciary, the APC we don't put out make a corrupt cartel. Now they own strong points that one the way they be don't hold, whether they use for disrespect and disgrace Sierra Leoneans and just behave the way they want. And also, if we don't destroy the police, because if the police is part of the judiciary, then an ancillary judiciary body. The prison self, then an ancillary judiciary body. What do I mean by that one? They work hand in glove for support the justice system in that country. Because when the police catch person, now the police they go investigate. We get two things about the law. We get the facts, they will get the truth. So the police, they own responsibility. Now then they go gather the fact of any offense. If somebody don't do you bad, you don't kindly complain, then they go gather the fact then. Then it meaning now fact say that person now you left na this house. If you don't go talk say you computer don't lost na the house where you party them in day. Now fact say that you don't accuse one party say 95. So the police they go determine whether that party they been there at that house. Whether that party day it been candy, whether that party day you been left handed, whether that party day be done the candy, whether really computer been there. So these are all the facts where the police they go gather. So not to police they go tell you say, now you do bad. Now fact they go gather because it one can prosecute you for telling that the court say it don't gather all them facts in there, meaning if the accuser say a possible say now you do the wrong. And now the responsibility of the court or the judge or the magistrate for determining the truth, whether them facts they where they outline, if now you responsible for that act, not a police irresponsibility that one day. Now the responsibility of the judiciary. And also when they don't done with you, whether they get for call you by a camp, they get the prison where now the pandemic road other side where now then they keep you, now then they keep person where don't commit crime, where they get for wait for go now then they keep them. They don't get nothing for do you way bad. Now then I keep them for keep you. Where the court ready for you, they call you. So this is how the country they operate. But this is not the system, this where APCB don't destroy. Now, President Bio say, if they get what you call the Judiciary Week, wherein all the cases and the over 1,000 of them cases and then they go back, then they review them. So man, when they don't indict today, they don't know if not correct indictment, then they go back, then they review them. So man, in case don't say, they don't know why it say, they don't institute judges them. Babatunde, when are the Chief Justice, now very hardworking man, they don't put all judges in now together, then they go back, President Bio say, now go back. Let us go make sure say, let we try for check back then case then. Let's really as they not suffer no more in vain. This not the good thing with any serious government they do. Any government will lack in nation and lack in people. That's what they do. Some man know they understand what they talk. Some man know they understand what now the importance of this thing until in before done they in that state or in family before done they in that state. Wherein sometimes in case they not be don't call it, it's still in a jail or the lie panel. Now if you don't respect what the gentleman talk. If you've been there inside that situation or if I'm with it, this is what I want Sierra Leone for know. Let us become empathetic, meaning let us always put your foot in other person in your shoe. Then you will feel the cocoa where inside the cocoa be the cocoa in foot, the shoes be the cocoa in foot. So now anything we had to talk now today, let me make them very clear. Apart from this issue of the praise or don't praise President Bio because it don't set the Judiciary Week for let them investigate over 1,000 cases then. Where some people they don't go to jail unfairly, or some people they not done the case yet, where they investigate. I read the Chief Justice talk says Sierra Leone has them bad. So man they can't complain if somebody to you in a court. There you go. They call the case 1, 2, 3, no come, and then people and they still in a jail and they suffer. But I think say that the responsibility of the judiciary, if that person don't come about day one. When I don't call her, it don't count, it don't complain, it don't come. Second time, it don't come. I think when I forget a notice, say if you don't come next time, will they acquit and discharge this man? Meaning you don't get case against her, so that innocent person don't go suffer, not jail for nothing. But this was how the system, APCB don't destroy him. Now the same APC now, because President Bio they try to frustrate the system, that they holler against her. And let our one against Sierra Leoneans. Anything we see APC they fasting and support, nothing we not good. Anything with APC they support is not good for that country. Anything with APC they support, then they gladly go, then they holler for, then they cause for. Nothing where they handed it for where it's not good for Sierra Leoneans or that particular Sierra Leonean. That this I want to know. Anything where they talk now. So this, I think it can, or other thing they come up again, based on the issue where we don't hear it, it don't come up in connection with one young man, fine young man, gentleman, where they call Bemba Moifore, aka LAC. They call her LA Chocolate. You know, I don't really always ever want for I put me mouth for this talk because I don't really think say it's necessary. But let I tell everybody where they watch me, or everybody where they listen to me gentle, Patrick Mada Koroma. At the talk now in this issue of LSA, and they analyze this issue not all as PRO of the SLPP North America region, and they analyze her as an objective Sierra Leonean. Because this is a Sierra Leone issue, and people then they just say, but Gentle, what's not you take on this? What's not you take on this? And this is a serious national issue. And serious national issue in the sense, people then when our commentators them, when our media commentators them, where some people then respect with the way how they make with analysis, we're very objective. Some people then go and let put your own voice, let themselves know. Because many people they don't give different version where I think it doubtful to plenty people. So this is the reason I come today and talk. So anything where I talk related to Bemba Moifore in issue, related to the issue where surround this LSC guy, we will not take him for be the fact. We will not take him as anything to go by. It's just my own opinion as an objective Sierra Leonean. Where I think say myself get right as a Sierra Leonean and as a media commentator. Where people them, I mean a media influencer, where people then go and listen to me analysis. I know they take sides, but I just analyze the system based on waiting I don't hear and waiting don't obtain. And the analysis they only go by waiting I don't get based on information from all the players in this case. And then let I make una know clearly as Sierra Leoneans. You were they listen me through the audio, and you were they watch me through Facebook, and you also where they watch me through YouTube. I want to let you understand, say, the issue where are they analyze now, in my own opinion, and where I get right to my opinion as a citizen of Sierra Leone, where I get right to my opinion as a media influencer, where I get right to my opinion to educate people and to explain and tell people how me see the issue all through. I not get for jam about the fact how it come on a prison and how it not come on, not to my own responsibility, not to my business that one day, not to down the account for. I don't care about how it come out. I don't care about would I be responsible for it come on. Not to my business that day, me month, not day today, tomorrow, any other day. I'm not even concerned about that. Because there's a system. Me no say there's a system. They can deal with that. That's not my responsibility. My issue here is all the saga we don't go on where most Sierra Leoneans they're interested in. We're connected to the failed legal system under the APC regime. This is what I'm coming to analyze. And we now see this argument, we find out say most of the people whether they stand against this young man in your argument, now largely APC activists. He will not just become sensitive about this. So why the first question is, why is APC too interested in this case? And then interested in this case in the negative aspect. Why is APC interested? Why APC commentators them, where the players they were involved in this case, whether the victim or the people them, APC they go always and they deny, then they refuse to accept or even appreciate the statement the way LSC they give, the statement the way Avril they give, and all the one they were important, then they say a lie. And I don't think say Mikaya for talk say anybody's statement a lie because I not been there. I not sabi nothing and I not even know them. So you saying that particular set of people in a lie, meaning you don't side one side and there's an interest where you want to push and there's an interest where you want to let people to understand. So I want to know about that. Why APC too interested in this case? Why APC? And when I not say anything, they say the Bible says it say your heart lies where your treasure is. You poke your nose, which how you get an interest. So if you see say APC activists, the media people, then they stand against LSC whenever it pulls statement. Now they force the candidate condemn. Now lie not to say be. But when the other side then talk their own story, then they refuse. They say yes, not true. Decide when then they favor. So there is something. There's a catch. There's something when a mysterious thing when we for suspect APC about in this issue. In my own opinion, I want to be very much sensitive because this is a national issue. You know they. When I left the people, they let them explain. Let we self-judge within your opinion. Let we analyze. But if you then just take sides, you the way the person to condemn and you condemn him, there's something APC is hiding, and there's something we need to know about this young man in death. As Sierra Leoneans, where APC they know about her. And remember, that APC been in a power. Then there's a lot, and the way how I don't analyze how they be done, how they be don't embrace the judiciary. They make their own corrupt entity. Now, let's tell you now about the players, the way I don't listen. I don't listen the statement from the young man when I been by my foray. All in 3 statements and 3 audios and we don't make. When I LSC, I don't listen. I don't listen to that lady when we make the party. Now the host. When name Avril Ore Dollar Rena. I don't listen now. System. I don't listen severally, over and over again. I don't listen also to Article Foil, where in they mention instead now another player in this discussion. I don't also listen to Sarah the Great, where instead make your statement them inside this case. I don't also listen to the former head of CID, where been they in charge, where been they investigate this case. We get a lot of accusation from LSC when name Sizeman. I don't listen to Sizeman in your story. I don't listen to plenty comments them. I don't listen to plenty argument them. I don't also try to understand say the other party to this whole case were very important where I want to take into consideration. Number 1, LSC. Number 2, this Avril lawyer Rena will make the party. Number 3, DJ Clef in girlfriend, we go na that party. Number 4, size man, instead now another player, we very important. Then number 5, we get Attica Foyer. Then number 6, we get Saradi Great. Then number 7, we get the police guard them where they be attached. Now, DJ Clef in host, LSA in host. Then we get the CID officers themselves. Then we get the issue. We get also the artist union. Waiting at the young role where they play and waiting at their own interest. Then, because we understand, say, the artist union, they march, then go to State House. In the very beginning, their first interest, according to public interest, was their own responsibility. Now, for make sure, say, they advocate for justice for their brother, DJ Clef, where die mysteriously. And they get right. Because they get right for ask for justice, because there be no say during that time of Ernest Kuruma in regime, 11 years of correct regime, there be no say justice not the. They be clearly know that when they say there's no justice. So I think saying that the reason that the way the artist union themselves say, well, let us not sit down. Let we try for make sure say we advocate, let we voice be heard there so that this bobo, this with brother, this with party, it go get justice. Because they know that one day. Because why right now, nobody no go to man and mother be in court. The new direction court for cry for justice, because you know say justice they don't say you go there, you don't go there, then you get justice. That is sacrosanct. So this is their interest. But the other interest, women don't understand for the artist union them, why did they go? Where they going to Ernest Kuruma in State House? Because we all know say Ernest Kuruma be muscle all the institution them, na salon, it put her inside her hand. So no other, you know, allow no system for operate. Anybody where want talk something, you can go to Ernest Kuruma first na State House. Market woman, the way minister one stop market woman and Abacha for let them go behind. Then they join, then they come out, then they defy the minister in word, then they march, then they defy the mayor in word, then they march themselves, then go to State House, then go tell Ernest, then Ernest say, "Una go sit on the." So no system was working. Every system was centered around Ernest Kuruma. So maybe I don't know why the artists, you know, they go to Ernest Kuruma. And where Ernest Kuruma, where then go they think, and we hear it inside member more for when I LSA statement see. He said then begin they make the statement in the first instance at the magistrate court. Then the magistrate say, well, this case not a really better case. Then after when the artist union then go to Ernest Kuruma, when they come back, before then they bail them, they say they get for bail them. Now they say, well, order from above say will not for bail. What was the interest? Where did this order from above come out? Why did they go to State House? When I think of Danny. Something is fishy somewhere. All right. So now, this is my opinion and analysis. Number 1, the statement we are listening from LSC and the statement we are listening from Avery, this lady where they call Ore, we make the party. Some statement then they will correlate. Number 1, LSC talk say inside in your statement say, number 1, it say it not been there na the host. After, before the party they start. He said by then 6, 7, he said before the party they really start, not been there. Then Ore can talk and say, yes, he was not there. He said, but in the beginning, because we can see people and they send pictures them. Oh, look, pictures of LSC all through. But Ore say, yes, say in the start, where they go, before the party they start, LSC been there around that time, people they don't begin campaign. He said, so plenty people been they snap with her, been they take pictures with her. And he says take pictures with her. So maybe, in my own opinion, them pictures anyway people then they send, if even at the host, maybe that was the time where people they be done they go before the guy they left the host. Where he take pictures them. That's number 1. And then number 2, the fact that inside all the conversation there, I don't care for explain all the conversation there because I know say una all don't listen to the conversation there. I want to not send una message there. Let us send una your message into waiting they go on. So now the second issue here is LSA mention say he not been there at the host, he go in a club all night. And then he even mentioned say, because when you talk down the in law, then they say let you produce what they call alibi. An alibi in law na somebody where they can prove say if somebody say you been there na that ose now you go thief as you the thief day. They say I not been there at in a club. You get for bring somebody where they attest or where they told the court say no, not true. This man have been seen at a club. He been there. So clearly that alibi don't show say you not been there at that ose. So the alibi when at the person we prove say LSA not been there at that ose. Nina article for you. And we all don't hear we article for you don't clearly say is see LSC na club. It does not matter. We don't want for know the judgment whether in a ain't gonna club say or how long is here because article for yourself in for become in for be careful how it make an explanation because it's for protect himself because you don't know what the investigation get for go to. I hope you know they get the logic. But for the very fact that he talks say he saw LSA inside that club, then they don't clearly prove and say LSA, they say he who assert must prove. You don't assert say not been there. So two people they don't prove and say not been there. The one we make the party is say he not been there, he go. Then the person where he go meets when another artist, when article for you, he says say he not been say and he been see in a club. Whether they take 30 minutes, they take 1 hour, but he say they see in a club. I know they talk now for defend nobody or for bring down anybody. Because in criminal offenses, criminal they're smart. We all they watch them, criminal show them. Criminal they can do when they want to do bad and they set all kind game them. Then they operate so. But the fact now they talk about, we don't want nobody truth. We're not a lawyer. Now only the lawyer, now only the judge, when they inside the court, now they able to ascertain the fact. And let I tell you about cases. We get criminal offense, we get civil offense. Civil offense, then they determine them based on the issue of probability. Well, maybe like something with something that's anyway it been there now, it go be say now that's they make this happy. Then a probability. We get the burden of proof in offenses, and they will get the standard of proof. The standard of proof in civil case now is based on probability. Sometimes, maybe. But the standard of proof in criminal offenses is based on is that you should would have able to determine the guilt of a person beyond all reasonable doubt. So not to picking play, not to picking evidence. That's what I want to put together. We're very clever, some of you intelligent. Beyond all reasonable doubt. Well, I don't know the learned judge when a judge say, this judge says, when a judge say, is this to say yes? I don't listen. I don't read, not to listen. I don't read some of the reason behind in judgment. A ratio decidendi. They call it ratio decidendi. When are the reason behind the judgment? So he say in evidence the way in gather now according to in the justice, he say now based on circumstantial evidence. He say then he talks say in law we go rely on circumstantial evidence for indict somebody. He say now based on circumstantial evidence and the accused in conduct. But then we go for make sure say even criminal offense then they by stages. The one when a murder, na capital offense, na a very serious offense. It's different from all other criminal offenses. So you therefore be very careful when the judge murder case. Because they deal with more time in life. And the one back we die is important, and the one way una they come for accusation is important. So we therefore be very careful how they handle murder case. Now one of the most that I made they call a principal offense. So the situation here, where I read justice, if not justice, say put out because I read it, I not seeing signature day. Let people they not say I don't lie, pana. And they make them very open here. I not see the justice in the judge in signature day, but where I read them, they say that the judge writes them. So we let assume say now the judge writes them. If that is the assumption, then it's a talk as in a circumstantial, meaning a circumstance they no more see when I like probability now it use, but it say it inside the law, mean not to judge. Maybe it inside the law, but sometimes it go pull that other lawyer then go ask for let them pull that body because I understand say the LSA talk say in case they under appeal. Maybe if you didn't under appeal, because the reason why people then they appeal a case when there's an error in judgment or error in law in the law. So if there's error in the law, maybe if you go appeal, so the judge the way you don't go to, then they say, well, I'll quash that old judgment, let's start fresh. Well, if that get for happening, fine. Or then go say, well, we're not going to quash them, but we don't see some error inside the judgment. What you no more go do? Let's tell that judge, let's go correct that error. Meaning, you they only succeed for win you appeal, only for loss again. Meaning, you don't win the appeal because there's an error in the judgment, but you don't lose the case again. But in a circumstance wherein then go for quash that judgment day, meaning they don't hurt all the judgment, meaning higher court get right for even quash the lower court in your judgment. In that case, they go say, well, that judgment all 40, so let's stop them. So then they'll cancel all, then they start the judgment fresh. If that one they happen in DJ, in LSC in case, oh well, maybe I think it will be fine. They will go, then we'll adduce a lot of evidences and then we will bring plenty things in with the come on. So mean a gentle. The political world goes. This na me analysis the way I give and my opinion, not a fact. You don't get anything for connect with anybody. It is nothing to go by, not to legal advice, not to no facts, not just my opinion based on what I don't hear as an objective Australian. So drop your comments and let we listen. So now, the other thing that way I pick up inside the case where I want to be careful. Number one. The thing that way I see, the lady where they call Ore, make one statement say, the CID them, the police and a CID, they been force them. They been force them for say, talk the truth, just talk say, LSA guilty. Help we, let we help you. It talk that one they severally in the statement. And then inside the same statement about this police them, LSA mention say, LSA clearly mention say, it mention say the CID they ask them for let give 40 million for let them left them, let them bail them because they not see case. But then people then they argue say, well, if you no say they say let give 40 million for let them free you, why you not been give away you get money? But here is a catch. By my own opinion, because maybe the police they not see no evidence, but they still try for make sure say they still get evidence against this man. Now that make them offer, they ask him for let he give money, and if he been give that 40 million, automatically then they use that 40 million as evidence. Now how they go say you say not to you do it, then why you bribe with 40 million? If you not say no to it, you no need for bribe that 40 million. Why did you give the 40 million? So maybe that young man, if not true, what he talk, he acted wise. And then what he make some our Leona think of them story there about the request of 40 million. Now because Ore self talk say, then they force him for let it talk. And we say Ore talk say, then they force him for let it talk say. Now DJ Clef do the wrong. When I remember inside DJ Clef in your statement, LSC in your statement. LSC say, it say insecurity we been deal with her when are the policeman. It say now the magistrate court it talk well. It say whether they go to the high court because magistrate court then they do preliminary investigation of murder case for let them get the evidence. When they don't get sufficient evidence, now they go able to go to the high court because they don't go high court when they not able to get preliminary and for let them just get not today then the end murder case. Now high court then they go to. LSA accused, he claims say, they ask in policeman say, let it talk say, na in kill DJ Clef, so that they go get promotion and then go free him. And the same statement we don't hear the policeman talk, whether not true or not true. But the same statement we don't hear, or SSA don't talk and the one way make the party. He said then tell us say, let it talk say, DJ Clef, na in kill, so that they go help him. So there is a consistency in them two statements there. Meaning the police get questions there for answer. And then the policeman, when a sizeman, I listen to sizeman in your testimony. I see some amount of doubt inside sizeman in testimony. Sizeman said, say, he say the host, when I LC host, so they make the party. Sizeman say, now only one domot be left open. Where that domot say, now they get no more way enter there for go na LC room direct from outside. Now so he say size man. He say na that domot the DJ Clef enter. When I listen and get in audio. You know, when they talk, yeah, so man don't understand who say they implicate himself or who say they create doubt. So size man ain't talk that one day. When are the head of CID at that time. And this size man, let's tell you in background, according to the Hot Goose Network investigation, this size man here, now Bambe Kamara bring her inside police. Now Bambe Kamara groom him inside police. And we all know, na Sierra Leone, how Bambe Kamara in policing been there in that country. We all know how horrible Bambe Kamara been there in Sierra Leone. We all know. So for let Bambe Kamara groom somebody, for let Bambe Kamara train somebody in policing, that person there, it must get Bambe Kamara in traits. I know the Georgia, but now so I understand from the Hot Goose Network. So now, if this size man we are listening to audio, he say, according to him, he say, LSC, the domoto is open before DJ Clef the kind inside the party. He said that domoto in a 1 grade or more open. When I did no more DJ Clef, he said he persuade them. Then DJ Clef enter through that domoto day. He go directly na LSC that in room. Now they then go kill him. That was what he said. But then now, the doubt where you don't create from your own statement where I listen is that Ore don't agree say then see DJ Clef inside the compound, he enter through the main compound. So why size man is say not to the main compound DJ Clef enter for Canada party? Una take note. All right. Then they besides other people they say they see DJ Clef where it dey inside. And Ore mention one word. He say, no, before Ore in your word. Size man say, he said they understand say DJ Clef been slightly drunk. Now so it estimates the drunk where DJ Clef been drunk. It says slightly drunk. How did you know that he was slightly drunk or he was more than drunk? Una get a breathalyzer. Una test the alcohol content where been there inside the man where he died for let you able estimate say he was slightly drunk. You know, sometimes we get to be careful. They say he was slightly drunk. How did you know? Now, again, the question here is, size man say DJ Clef enter just from host, who say come on, wherever come on, he enter directly from the gate inside LSA room, who say they go kill him. Where the set the play. So now, how a man where just can inside the law in, he just enter inside, how could he be drunk? Okay, well, even if he drunk, who say he drink the rum? Where he come on and can inside? Did he drink in the party? We now understand this because now teaches now. Now listen, size man in your testimony. This policeman. It's a very serious issue. DJ Clef na Sierra Leonean. In life matter. We need justice for him. Now we brother. That the entertainment will be they make good job in family where they say one know how they begin die. You know they just careless in death all over the place. When I begin funny, no. Then also LSC and whosoever they say that people begin them. They say that's Sierra Leoneans. They say their life matter and their life important. Everybody life important. Nobody not get right for kill anybody. Nobody not get right for take nobody in life unlawfully. Even inside the 1991 Constitution, now only inside Section 16, where then get a reason why if you lost your life, when a legal issue, it did it. Then they clear, I don't explain to una tete where the police level, whether number one, where they escape lawful detention, number two, where they refuse lawful arrest, all the circumstances they unlawful riotous conduct where they involve in them. All that side and if you lost your life there, you blame yourself. But then, not all that happy. When I listen to size man, he said he was slightly drunk. Where was DJ Clef drunk? Because if size man say DJ Clef not come through the main door, he come through that small door outside LSC, where he come on when they enter the LSC room, then where did DJ Clef how was he drunk? And now LSC talk say he understands say DJ Clef can't with in girlfriend. And Ore mentioned that's a DJ Clef candidate with in girlfriend. And Ore inside his statement say, inside DJ Clef, inside the the swimming pool, it is swim, it is splash water. Then to certain point, already mention another statement say, he said DJ, he said one fuller man he can report DJ Clef. He said because DJ Clef in the costume mama. So meaning, already also approve and say DJ Clef was drunk to stupor. Meaning he been don't check. Bad one. Number one, I want to know say the level of alcohol where they drink, it kill you off-road. People they don't die plenty. Somebody don't die in a village. We drink rum pass mark. We kill them. That is fact. But again, the side where I want to catch is this. You know, we just try for me at the just my own opinion in the analysis. All what they don't talk. Now, here's the situation. They say this person here, it don't begin to make palaver. The fuller man self, it don't vex, it don't call him. They say they curse him, mama. The guy don't check. They say they misbehave. Say they curse him, mama. Now, possibility they say, I'm not saying it is true. Possibility they say, when they don't come out, that fuller man know the left hand arm, so say don't go curse him ahead. They don't make palaver, they don't fight in knock and some kind of way. In during the fight, in quiz and some kind of way, the guy died. Then he run away. This is the other thing. We don't know. They say they arrest the fuller man, they acquit and discharge at the left hand in self-book. All right. And now all the room then where they give already for let them make party, already say DJ LSA give them in Pala, he give them the other room where they out in the generator room and the kitchen, and exactly the same side the way call. Now they LSA say he give them. He say let them not go na Impala, let them not soak. And already say anybody will go inside the swimming pool, you know they can't the Impala again because they don't want to let them soak the bubble in rag. That is another thing. You know, we therefore be careful. There's statement they are too plenty. So I think say in my own opinion, as an objective Sierra Leonean, I think say there's a need if they are reviewing cases now on the judiciary, there's a need for let them review that case. There's a need for let them review that case. As a Sierra Leonean, objective Sierra Leonean, because they need to review that case, let them try to get really to the bottom of the facts, for let the people and DJ Clef in family, let them really know the real killer of the Pekin. Let them understand what's in the behind Pekin, that one. And then the most important thing I am, where one Sierra Leonean they take note of. Where one Sierra Leonean they take note of is this. DJ Clef have been getting girlfriend where they ain't going to the party when they come out. And that end of the day, people they said LJ, LC no day, but that doesn't matter. Well, maybe sometimes when they come out, LC meet up in the streets. He kill it. But nobody not talk say he meet up in the streets. We not get no statement yet, Padani. It doesn't matter whether they know they're at the house or not. If you go and kill person, you go still kill him. You not go there at the house until you go still kill him. Or you go join other people for let them do him. Maybe you know that they will get now sort of inchoate offense. Wherein we get the principal, we get the one where they help. So then so many case then they bring people them inside. So now, but here is the situation. This guy, DJ Clef, they say he go inside the party. Contrary to waiting, Sizeman, he explained this policeman in your story. Very different from that year old or from old man. They say go in girlfriend. But where this girlfriend now? The policeman they hold the girlfriend because the first person where they for don't ask after the death, where they for don't arrest the girlfriend. But they say later on, after them people they had LC the other one they be in a jail, they go discover the girlfriend, they don't kill him na beach. Why did they kill him? Why did they kill her? Who killed her? Why in the first place, where they don't discover this dead body, why the policeman not go hold the girlfriend first? Where a man been going at the party and they return. He not die, then the man lost. Why they not be hold her first? Now the first suspect that one day. It's not about who say he been there, but who was with him. Why the police failed for holding the girlfriend? Why he failed for holding girlfriend? This is not the other thing. And then I read the other journalists, whether they call Cyril Harold, what's in his name, self, but he got one name. I think the name day. Cyril Harold Smith. Cyril Harold Smith, na journalist, we're not credible. Na politician. He even gets a WhatsApp group them way about APC, where they talk for APC. He's a politician. Everybody knows him. And this Cyril Harold Smith, in your statement, they contrary to all what people they say, he say, he go see blood in the house. DJ LC say he no see blood. Or say he no see blood. And people that have been dead, because if blood been dead, the one they say we been dead inside the compound, they not see blood. Then Sizeman say, before then they come, according to Sizeman in your statement, he say LC don't clean the whole place. So there was no trace. But yet, this journalist say he see blood stain them. Two different statements. And this journalist, Cyril Harold Smith, now been scatter all them tea and media. And when I know say that in the social media, no be don't really boom. Now been scatter and media. And this Cyril Harold Smith, he gets a case. Well, maybe I did miss out the real person. Let you forgive me if not to him, do you beg if not to you. But according to me, your understanding, your opinion, this Cyril Harold Smith, he get a case where he lied for Lahai Lawrence Lima when at the Deputy Minister of Internal Affairs. When the Lahai Lawrence Lima go catch policeman, according to Lahai Lawrence Lima, he said the policeman behave unprofessionally, and in where they supervise the police, in presence, he get right for catch the police, he put her in motorcar for let go report to her for discipline. Cyril Harold Smith been they all over on the social media, they highlight say that they can't kill out, they don't go to a court. When Lima go to a court for say, because Cyril Harold Smith report say, he say Lima don't hold the police with the other woman, the other police woman refused for car. He put her in back motorcar in back boot. So I want to now understand that. And Lima in motorcar, everybody know the ministry of motorcar where Lima get. He no get back boot where he get. Me no ever see back boot for that motorcar. So how he go put on a back boot? I don't know, maybe the new motorcar where he don't get. Sometimes the new motorcar get back boot. But the motorcar where he been the drive, at that time when Cyril Harold Smith be make that allegation, he no get back boot. That's now one of the lie the way Cyril Harold Smith, where they call him investigative journalist, when a politician with me sabi, where he lie. So if this Cyril Harold Smith, from this history of lie, where he gets, where me don't see Israelina, they don't notice him, and when Lima go to a court, for let go justify in statement, they begin holla and begin call for sympathy in a citizen, in a European citizen, they don't go down and they go they complain. From that history of lie, they don't make an able guarantee and trust in statements the way they give, and even when they talk with vengeance and hate. And they talk with a level where they describe where appear to be malicious way. Cyril Harold Smith in intonation and in voice, very malicious as it appeared. So if Cyril Harold Smith say it's in blood, it's doubtful. And then Cyril Harold Smith we say now in discover the body, and they say they discover the body after 2 weeks when the guy died, when the last year. And who said they say they discover the body? They say near grammar school. Now Cyril Harold Smith say he meets Ebola people they don't hold and they don't tie and put another zip. Now he say they looser. He say he snapper. But again, people that have been see the body, they say they meet Yuba there, then the chukchuka. The Cyril Harold Smith say, and Sizeman say they don't mutilate, cut the body by part. But now I want to understand one thing. Sizeman say now inside DJ LC in house, now they didn't kill and cut. The LC say after where this thing happen, where they arrest people, then now 2 days, now instead go na CID, then they arrest them. He say now here police they all can at the house. When I listen up. So Harold Smith, you be ever produce the picture? They see who side DJ Clef in body cut, who side in body where been cut. When I need for make we know which part they part DJ Clef in body, where they court. Nobody not ever talk. And Cyril Harold Smith, 900 say then court in body. And now the Ebola people they will be the woke. We go take that body. They have need for this statement. They been go give statement at court for sure say yes. Then see but thing the way court. Because according to the pathologist, when they go check, according to what me understand, they say the pathologist say, doctor always say, they say them like either they strangulate person, 9 killer. So now I think we need for know this side, we say body court. I hope that they understand this. Because this is a very critical issue. So you see, the whole story, everybody they talk alone, everybody they talk different. Everybody they talk different. When I been get picture of the dead body in the court, and then this Bobot LAC talk about cameras. They say, camera be there. And then most importantly, somebody don't draw me attention. Before they come to the camera, somebody don't lost for 2 weeks. They're not saying why they for wait until 2 weeks before they raise alarm. This was the question. And according to Ore, DJ Clef Commander, the host, dead drunk. And he come out with a confession with this fuller man where he say it cost him mama. And why they not call him girlfriend? Then later they go kill her. Who killed her? And that's all the accused they be in jail. Well, it can happen because the way person that they kill, killers that they can get syndicate. That is fact. Because we know they can get syndicate for destroy evidence. And you in a prosecutor, you in a prosecutor, to prosecutor. Now prosecute the prosecute, you don't go for prosecute nobody. So you get for doing with free mind. But Yeri size man in intonation, it look vexed. Cyril Harold Smith self look vexed. But they say, my grandpa be tell me say, he say the guilt is always offended. When I imagine this now the thing that we Sierra will need for go through and listen and try to think about. Who is saying the fact? Where situation they go like this, we go for them take the pointers them. The CIA didn't get the role. The lady said they be the harasser, let talk saying like this. And then inside the police station, they say na DJ Clef in brother, na Ingo talk say they be the worst inside blood. But when they go na the house, nobody knows see blood. Then inside that write up where I see, where they say that the judge na in ruling down the in ratio decidendi, the reason behind the judgment is say they be wrap the body inside carpet and also inside car clothes. So how do they wrap? This is another thing. How they wrap the body inside carpet? They are the same thing inside car cloth. They are closer than the cover car. That's a true story. Then nobody not tell we say when they go na DJ na LSA host, they not meet carpet we been there in Pala. And everybody be there at this Pala. I say they off na money. And already don't talk say the only domot will be open at the Pala in the kitchen and the generator room. So who side this carpet come out? Who opened this door? And the policeman they been there, they say don't clean. Waiting the policeman they say. So if the policeman they been there, then they guard. Who side the carpet come out? If not they pull up. What is the role of the police? So when I begin to imagine something has happened with these people begin in life, where people then they mass. People they know what they come on do. It is sad. It is sad. It is sad. When they see, then they go to court. Now, They say then we go LSC say we get camera then at the house. And at the Yeri, when I now listen to this let's get body water as the show program will continue.
Oh, who that guy this game ya so amada bio. Sam na who that this game ya dey for amada bio. Oh, who that cook and shape the game president bio. We dey vote am back. We dey vote am back for development na salon. Amu you don hear me? We dey vote am back. We dey vote am back. We dey vote am back for development na salon. Sholele, 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 sholele. Oh, after you, na you. Sholele, 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 oh, 2023 na you. Show them say you do it, 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 after you na you. Salomon, wetin we say? Yo, we dey vote for you. Yo, we dey vote for you. Yo, we dey vote for you. Oh. Opu salon go before. We don't wait till we say, yo, we dey vote for you. Yo, we dey vote for you. Yo, we dey vote for you. For salon ni metewa. Kapo abo ulanje bele o. Weji makwa longiva. Weji makwa longiva. Weji makwa longiva. Weji makwa longiva. Longo abo ulanje bele o. Weji makwa longiva. Weji makwa longiva. Weji makwa longiva. Weji makwa longiva.
All right, family, you where they listen, you where they watch. This na Hot Goose Network, being a gentle, the political Hot Goose. And they talk today about the good job where President Tok Andubio don't do for make sure say he overhaul the judiciary, for make sure say he review cases them where be done they na the judiciary, some man way in case don't say some man way they don't sentence and wrongly, and then some man way in case you don't know how he did it or you not get case file. That a very good job President Bio they do. And also they analyze and based on your opinion and everything we add on here, the things them where Sierra Leone people then get for take notes inside this whole thing. Now, for all this LEC in issue, why APC then G3? Why APC is always defending? Waiting at APC their own interest. This is not my question. We not always watch all the APC media people, propagandists them. They all then they defend. And then they stand against the other people, their own statement. Is it that something is wrong somewhere? And then the question, where would they ask? This young man, they only know say he lost after 2 weeks, according to the investigative journalists in your statement. And according to the police, when a size man in your statement. According to many other people, they say that after 2 weeks, according to LSA, that they say that after 2 weeks, then discover say DJ Clef he died. After 2 weeks, where he attend that party. So 2 weeks, not very long period, not very long time. And after that 2 weeks, where they no say lost, they say the very last time we said they see him, not the party. Now so they say now they go. But then the size man talk say they not see an apart. He enter through a door, one green door will be left when only for where they go inside enter na LC in room. Now so the CID boss that's in. Now so he say your statement. So your statement is quite different from every other person. The your statement, because every other person say DJ Clef go na the party, they say and they say in the dance. But he say the CID say no, he not go na party. He just enter another one room where the bell for let enter the questionable. A questionable. They say inside the husband they smell with thy body. But if inside the husband they smell with thy body, well, I don't know. They say fly, they've been dating, and so the CID talk. But other people they not talk. Then they talk about CCTV camera. That about LAC talk say it get CCTV camera. Now, if it get CCTV camera, they can't take the camera then go time. They not ever, according to them, all the people they don't talk, they say they don't ever present CCTV camera as evidence. But Sizeman say, when at the head of CID, that thing, it say the camera, nothing not been there inside the camera, but why you not even talk on a court? For say, oh, we been take camera there, but nothing, not the inside camera. Why you not been talking? Because if there was nothing in that camera, that therefore don't be an evidence. Because if the man say camera then be host, and I wanna hold the man, I wanna all go there at the host. We wanna go pull the camera. Meaning, when for able to trace that camera there, there's no way that they delete something inside that camera. And according to whether they interview or I understand say they talk say when they check inside the camera, they see people that over 70 and Ore states and when they ask Ore how many people they've been there at the party, say they past 70, they're about 70 or more. So they say when they watch inside the CCTV, they see people around that part, around that number. And then the Sizeman can't talk say, then when they watch inside the camera, they not see nothing inside camera, they not see no picture. There is a doubt in there. It's not possible if camera been dead, the camera not record nothing. And when that camera they record time. They record time. When camera they record dates. So if you watch them, the time they go accordingly. There's no way that they cut something where you know they alter. As they cut as well, you go no say this time and this time something don't alter. They don't lost. The police for don't know say una pull something there. And then how already talk say they been talk say police they talk say people they been they watch inside the camera, but the camera they don't go to na court. Therefore don't go whether they pull something there or not not be there inside there. Therefore don't go to na court talk say we been see camera and even Sizeman talk say yes they see camera. But Sizeman is in a one green camera. That's what in talk. But the Bobo we get host in talk say na 10 camera. That's what in talk. And then already talk say they say inside the camera they see people plenty. So when I see the inconsistency, even if the camera nothing will not see in front of big evidence that one day against LSC. Because if LSC don't claim say it been get camera, we not gonna also see camera and in the LSC talk say according to una all LSC or the CID manual, they say LSC na talk say you get camera na house. So they went to the house. If waiting Sizeman talk, if it is anything to go by, if una don't go, like we say, they don't see nothing inside the camera. I don't know what it means. They don't see nothing. Maybe the nothing means they don't see any trace of DJ Clef. Is that the nothing? Or they don't see no picture we record inside the camera? That's the question. Now, even if they don't see no trace of DJ Clef or they don't see no picture we related to the party, no picture not been there inside the camera, that alone for don't be another serious evidence against LEC. But we hear already say they not submit or talk about camera inside all the trial in a court. But yet the CID man don't talk, say, when they investigate, he say, then go see the camera, not the inside. So that would have been one of una evidence for presenting a court. Did you present that evidence in a court? Because LEC, now one of his strength, and the way he tell una say, let them go watch in camera. Now you go free arm or now you go indict her. Now you went there, when I all go there, you took the camera, when I check inside the camera, according to LEC, he say, when I take the camera and go to. You say, now one camera. size man inside your statement. And then say inside that camera, we not see nothing. I don't know what you mean by we not see nothing. I don't know what you size man be mean by we not see nothing. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So we not see nothing, even if you know be see no picture. Now big evidence for say LAC go don't delete all the picture, so that they for don't show say it don't commit an offense where they try for hide and destroy evidence. But did you state in the court that una go for that man in camera, una go out at the CCTV camera, all things lost, nothing not inside, so that they don't indict him? That would have been a very serious evidence against LAC. But why you not commit him as an evidence? Why you not talk about it at the court? Or else say you not talk about it. Other hand they say you not talk about it. DJ I call him. This boy. Oh, now indict. He say we not talk about it. Now watermelon at it. So now see, so let people they be careful. Yes, on the other hand, it go possible say, possible they commit crime is smart. They go don't arrange them. It go don't get all the sense as what if for do for protect himself. It go feign alibi. It is fact. It can happen. But how did it happen? 1 week. Where in West? Where in girlfriend? 1 week. Or DJ Clef na in 1 grade in house? Na in 1 grade in house? In no get neighbor? In girlfriend? Uda here in been in house? Uda na in best party? Uda na DJ Clef in best party? We don't know. Nobody knows. So these are the questions that way they loom. Now the questions that how they look where they loom. Yet, why APC get negative interest in the case? And let me tell you one thing. That 10 and day, where the artists them the dance for APC, these are the time they will then give the artists all visa for Car America. Then give them boku money. Where we see collabo go na court, na commission of inquiry for them plenty couple. So if you see all the gladdy, they had a lot of money. Why was it so coincidental at that time? Now the artists they begin get boku money. I know they judge them. Them back get the interest because now them party, now them brother. When are the DG, we die mysteriously. So the death is very mysterious. And I think say that death needed for be really investigated beyond all reasonable doubt. Very mysterious. Well, the judge said na circumstantial evidence what to fine. And then the other thing was very queer. After 1 week, 9 LAC appeal because when the case they don't court verdict, it take 3 weeks, 21 days for the appeal. So the man in Georgia, LAC, your judge there, and your lawyer there, they appeal after 1 week, meaning they don't agree with the judgment. They're going to hire court for seek redress. But then from 2016, when they done the case, when they appeal, they're not open that appeal until 2021. Why? Why? And then inside that thing where they write, where I see where they say na justice Sise, Alusai Sise, I don't know if na Alusai Sise, but that justice we pass that judgment inside that a ruling. If na EO because na so I read the say na it talk say the same thing where LEC talk is substantiator inside it, meaning it's supporter inside where LEC say where it talk say it don't condemn him to death. Then the other side they say they get 25-year imprisonment. Then the other murder they say condemn conspiracy to murder and murder. I don't know how it conspire. They don't explain to we the conspiracy side. Who say it conspire? They don't explain to we. And who say do the murder? How they able catch and say in a murderer? I'm not able to know. I'm not able to know what it caused the death and how unconnected now But they say circumstantial, we don't know. They don't get no factual evidence for show out. But then they say, and they say, then tell and say they don't condemn him. But the judge ask, can you get any plea where you make plea, I will reduce the judgment. And inside that so-called judgment where I read, where they say, nah, the judge writes, I don't know if not true, because I know go judge that because I'm not seeing signature, they continue to say this. It mentioned and he said they ask him, then the Bobo say, in believe go, he no say no to him do him. He say if he have, and they say in claim say, the man say, the judge say, if you plea, we will reduce your punishment. It's a serious case. The need for investigators. Do ya? Me going to suggest say, let the justice system, as they try for review cases, let this case become one of the cases where they will review, so that DJ Clef here in family, then will get clear conscience. And when they review this case, the CID boss, that is statement we don't give so, let them keep on. Now, person of interest in this case. All the one them were available, where they don't mention so, I think they all for come back and give testament. That journalist, Cyril Harold Smith, instead for come. Because if they be see that blood, according to Cyril Harold Smith, when a serious case, that blood will they be see, they for take particle of that blood they do DNA panel connected to DJ Clef in body. For let them know if nine blood. So now from that point, if they don't do DNA, they connect them. Because that case was very sensitive. Where they don't spend money, they for still spend money, they do DNA on that blood day, which sometimes it will cost them $2 million. $200. When I like 2 million, they go able to do them. They're able to connect that blood day with the Bobo where die if not in. If not in, then clearly they don't get evidence he died there. Did they do that? Anyway, Sierra Leone has in this now left to una now. Let una continue for George. This the Hot Goose Network opinion, not to the opinion. Another give me opinion here as a PRO of SLPP, and all what I don't talk not to fact, not just my own opinion. We are entitled to as an objective Sierra Leone because everybody they talk. Me say get right for bring out certain things. There. Let me ponder around, and I not talk for accuse anybody. Anybody is not accused here, and then at the same time. I not defend, I not support nobody. I want justice, just like a old man they cry. Let we really get clarity. Person no go just die no more like fall. Even fall say we kill him. The owner they go and ask who that killed me for. So that young man not just die like that. And they ever investigate the one they will kill in girlfriend. They ever investigate him. They ever know who say go how he died. This is another question because they for try for investigate who that they kill like girlfriend. Did they open a case? On DJ Clef in girlfriend die one, therefore don't open case. So if they be open case, they able catch the one the way we kill him. Maybe therefore don't tell story will lead to DJ Clef in die one. I think another leeway that one day where therefore also connect for let them try to investigate how DJ Clef in girlfriend with the aim in gonna party a die. Pambu them, una share, una drop, una comment, una share this program, una subscribe. That's the way they subscribe, una press them. Then for anything I can't on una the same. You know, they pay no money in a free. Subscribe and drop your comments and press the notification bell. This is my opinion. Not a fact. It's nothing to go by. Not to judge and judge nobody. Let nobody not talk say. Not talk so na fact. You the listen audio. You the one they call me as Australian. I get right for give me your opinion. Yeah, not a crime I commit. I not accuse nobody. I not defend nobody. This na social issue. Everybody they discuss them because we are Australians. Them. LCA say. Some people then they watch how Elysee go a command at the country, then they accuse the government, and that is wrong. A wrong way that they accuse the government because inside Elysee he talks say, according to what he talk he say he pay money for go watch Leon Star then game na Cameroon. And we all know say the young man get money, he able pay for go watch the game. That was what he said. And during that time when they begin that game day, they not be done revoke LSC in padding it. They not be done revoke it. So if been there, they pay for himself, or like other Australians, they pay for themselves and go watch. I'm not think saying a bad thing. He go watch. He pay for himself before the day revoke. I think where they the team don't break now, they take their decision. The president taking decision. Fine. Then the president in decision and decision. Nobody know the question the president decision. The president know what decision they take, is smart enough, he know how they govern, he know they do no mistake. President Bio know they do no mistake, and you know do no mistake, he know what they do. And they do things in the interest of Australians. In a listening president, they listen to Australians. And anything where Salon put they want, like President Bio, they do. You know, they do no mistake, you know, they do no bad, and you know, do no bad it. The day where they do bad, they can't talk. But for now, President Bio, now the best president, where they make Salon become sexy and attractive. Thank you very much, President Bio. This is my own opinion, this is my own analysis. Me family, una share, let's serious Australians the Yeri. Me na gentle. Any say way day. Share the program. Why? Scatter. Let all man see and hear from their analysis there. Sierra Leone are not go just lost in life like cockroach. No. That DJ boy, again would have been the impact. Again, mama, again, papa, again, family. Let we left for politicize everything. Na Sierra Leone. Let we make sure say, let we put with voice some side where they bring objectivity in that country day. Solomon, as they talk something today, hey, that person there, that ain't bad today. You know, they ask what he make you say a bad. Pop, him back they take a motor. Oh, that man ain't bad, that man, that ain't bad. Then the other man, hey, that man, that ain't bad. They don't rope by you. They know they ever come for ask the other side of the story. But the law, there's a maxim in law where lawyer then they call odi otre patem. Here the other side. Saloma not for that. Now one side there, we're very monofocal. Very monofocal as Australians. We need to stop that one day. We don't see all the APC people, they just about why you need for talk against government. In fact, let me tell you now, every government, every president get right for pardon anybody, and he get right for revoke anybody. And the president your discretion. How they do them, how they not do them, not to that one they make can talk on here. Not to me get busy. I don't tell you now, please. I don't know about that one day. Who say he go, where he come out, who say no, but if they say the man don't free, they don't party, they don't free. The man get right for go party. Then I your choice. Now what you choose for do? Now they do. Why would they draw innocent presidents? We're very hardworking, where they make sure say the interest of Australians uphold that. Why would I want drag a name inside this repute? This president is a nice man. President Bion a good man. When we left, now that the justice system in the shape so it is shape them accordingly. Do ya? They will pay attention and give the support. They will give the support. Tomorrow, at the talk about the way how the APC then they operate, how they don't disenfranchise and disqualify plenty people here. They discuss that one day tomorrow. And at the call on all the one the way APC they disrespect, where they want to stand against, we come SLPP, we not get space, we not get respectable space. And one of the people they continue for calling us Sylvia Magomago Blyden, we have been the call and so where he come, maybe you will turn now Dr. Blyden. And then also Samuel Samsumana. We need to now. We're not going to go outside and disrespect you now. But I will discuss issues on that day tomorrow. Una hear it? So this now the Hot Goose Network opinion and analysis. Now that make I put something on the CC the scroll. Una not go say gent to say or not to gent to say. Gent to not say nothing. Now your opinion. As Australia, what I hear now discuss now analyze. I not say this wrong, this right. I just left at una. Leona back George. All man get right for George. Now social issue. We all for talk about time. So I know they talk about time any capacity. Because Saloma quick for go begin branch on team. Quick, they don't go talk. So the only thing where they do, where they appeal, do ya for the conscience of Australians them. Because everybody get interest into this young man in death. But let them not forget, where if then the reviewer, let them go back to the death of that girlfriend. Let them open an investigation how he died. Would that kill him? So if they were able to get the culprit there, they give a leeway for let them understand the boyfriend death. Because It's supposedly, it may be, I don't know, but it may be that they kill him because she saw something and she knew about something where they don't want to talk. But who are these people? Maybe if they try for investigate in depth, then we will get 1 or 2 people that we will give information to DJ Clef in depth. I just help if at all God make we pray, I will pray Australians, the judiciary listen for review, especially when the case they under appeal. Maybe they want to review them so that we will see a lot. That size man, if we can't talk, therefore bring him. Therefore bring Cyril Harold Smith. I think he knows a lot. They're all them important for this case. If then they review them, then all important. They're all important. And the one they always been the work. Now that CID, the way they get part of that, they're all important for the. And also the artist union. They say for go explain some of the things the way they say order from above not true or not. They say for go explain some of them. And then article for yourself. Instead for go at least they talk in your back. If you see the man, let's see, let's talk and say, how you see him. But 2 weeks, somebody die. 2 weeks, now when I go discover. After 2 weeks, when I begin think who side last even day. According to them, they say, come on at the place dead drunk, they make palaver with people there, they call it complain, say it cost mommy cost, it didn't cost mama. So there must have been a malice we don't develop in other quarters. Maybe other person in the back where you don't make palaver, who nobody knows. And then they left the fuller man, nobody knows. So it's let them investigate. Let this boy not can die no more like that. Nobody don't know how he died. All man they deny. This they say not to me killer. That they say not to me. All man they deny. No bro. Now motor man Australia. You know what they deny so. I don't like that one day. It's not fair. I mean a gentle. The political hot goose. Sit down for me, they fry. I for dump by you. The nyaka nyaka. The family on a share. A serious Australians than you. Now bye bye.
TV.